Gracefully and Frankly is made possible by the generous sponsorship of Michael Bentley and Sierra Sil. It's for joint pain relief. It has a promise that you cannot beat, and the man and the company are completely all about integrity. Please try this natural supplement, and it's easy to find. It's
Sierra like the mountains and Sil like silicon.com. And go check them out. Get 10% off your purchase with the code GF.
Well, hello from the beautiful Sienna minivan. I am bound and determined to get this rental car as a write-off, Lisa Brett.
We've got to do a lot more in here than just this one podcast. Erin Davis, we are still flying high from our Facebook Live, and welcome to episode 56.
Yes, it is. 55 was live, and if you haven't watched it yet, go to facebook.com/gracefully and frankly. It's there. And I'm telling you, it was about the fastest hour of my life.
It went very fast. It was packed full of stuff, and we got so many great questions and interesting questions. And some of them we're going to deal with. There were a few that we felt really deserve some time. We'll deal with them next week. We'll answer them.
Absolutely. This is a shorter version of the podcast, just to kind of wrap things up and put a bow on them. So here we go. Well, as we said, it's a shorter version of Gracefully and Frankly, but your reward at the end is we stop talking and we will announce the winners of 2 $100 gift certificates from our friends at Envy Pillow. And here's something we've never talked about with Envy Pillow, that they are tear resistant. Oh my God.
When my luggage didn't arrive, the first day is like, okay, this can happen. The second day is getting a little frustrated. But when it gets into day 3, and you've been more than generous in loaning me things, but we finally went shopping and I bought just enough to get by. And of course, the luggage came.
I knew it. You see, that's how it works. I said it'll come tonight, and it did. It came on Tuesday night at 10:23 p.m. Yeah. And the guy couldn't have been nicer, but he was telling us. Now, again, we'll kind of give you the truncated version, but when Lisa switched her flight from London, Ontario to Toronto, and then Toronto to, where did you go then?
LAX.
LAX, yes. The bags didn't make it onto the plane.
Right.
And part of the hassle for you, and the reason that your Envy Pillow had to sustain so many tears, find out more about its real attributes at envypillow.com, and be sure to use the code GF to get 10% off. See, got that in there. Is that you couldn't track it. Sometimes it said, well, it's no longer in the system.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was in the system, sometimes it wasn't. They said it was going to be delivered. And then when I saw it was in Palm Springs, I thought, okay, well, this is great. It's coming today. And it didn't come till late that night. But the guy said he made 3 trips with like 28 or 29 bags each time or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How many get mislaid and delayed?
Yeah, absolutely. And there were people who had more important things than us. Although, hopefully you'll be able to file a claim for the stuff that you bought. I mean, toothbrush, for heaven's sake, the poor girl was using her finger and some toothpaste, and I gave you my flosser, my water punisher, and
I no longer have a uvula.
There you go. You can look that up. Let me just say I don't put my face wash on it. It's not dirty. So yeah, we were going to see a movie while we were down here, and I think that just reading a few reviews of it that were the good ones made us go, oh, maybe we don't want to go and see Poor Things.
Yeah, it sounds kind of creepy and
raunchy.
All the good reviews even call it some kind of freak porn and stuff like that.
Oh,
it kind of turned us off a little bit, like maybe that's not the kind of thing we want to see.
That's right. We're on vacation from that. Thank you very much. So what have we been doing? Well, first off, we have been basking in the afterglow of Monday's Facebook Live. Yeah, a few things could have gone better, but none that were really huge. And it's like me to kind of focus on what could have gone better. Like the labels were backwards when you put it up on a lens, of course. But,
right.
Yeah, but you know what Sierra Sil looks like, and Joint Formula 14, you know what to look for in the stores and all that kind of stuff. You're smart. You all can figure it out.
I think we could be pretty happy with how it went. We spent more time than people might imagine trying to figure out the right angle and the right lighting. And I think we did all right. It's all hard surfaces in this house too, right? So there's a little bit of echo, whatever. Yeah. That's what the beauty of live is about. We weren't trying to make something we would submit for an Emmy Award or anything.
Yeah, that's right. And we had thought of doing it outside, But we're quite near a train track here, or several train tracks. And Monday, which was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, was also the day that everybody seemed to want to do some outdoor weed whacking and leaf blowing and
then the dog
else.
Next door would go, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, we were in the house, and best of all, you were in the house with us. And the people who watched it live with us, thank you so much. And to everyone, each individual, because we're not talking to everybody, we're talking to you, especially the woman who took us on her drive to and from Toronto and Montreal to listen to Gracefully and Frankly on the whole road trip. Unbelievable.
That's great.
But yeah, to everybody who took part, we are just so grateful to you because, like, we let you know we were nervous and it worked out.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun, and I'd love to do it again, but there's a lot more to it than it might appear on the screen. So we will do it again sometime.
Right. We had Stella and Claire already conspiring that next week's should be a Facebook Live because you don't fly out until Tuesday, and went, girls, we are still recovering from the first one.
We are. There were almost 800 comments, and I don't think I got them all, but I've tried to put a reaction on every single one of them because we read every single one of them, and I know I'm going to go back and make sure I didn't miss any, but 800 clicks, it takes a little while. So
yeah, and closing in on 3,000 views, so we don't take any of that for granted. Now, I have to tell you, I screwed something up, and I made it right on Tuesday night. What I did was, when we first started this a year ago, Lisa, I began a Facebook discussion page where we could go and kind of talk about things, and there were like nearly 300 members there, and then it became confusing when we started to do the live event because some people went there. So I apologize wholeheartedly. We have shut down that page. Don't worry, the big one where we post all of this stuff, it's still there, but the discussion page is no more. So there is only one Gracefully and Frankly. So I wanted to kind of let you know if you ever go there and you go, wait a minute, what do you mean it's not there? That's very much on purpose. So
yeah, and I wouldn't want anyone to think that they were missing out on anything if they weren't on that discussion page, because everything that was worth reading about, reacting to, and everything happened on the main page. It just was a little fragmentation that we got. We figured it out. We got it done. Actually, a woman put herself live on that page.
Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons that we realized.
Yeah, and Rob joined it. I found out when I was shutting it down Tuesday night. Oh, sweet Rob, because a lot of people don't know about Facebook. I'm one of them, believe it or not, because I've got my own Facebook page and the Gracefully and Frankly page that you and I both administer. And Facebook is just not my thing because I always had so many on the go. It's like why you're in LinkedIn and I'm not.
Right.
Anyway, it all worked out.
Yes.
And if it hasn't worked out yet, you'll find it. You're going to find it. You're going to watch it. And hopefully you're going to enjoy it. Some of the nicest comments we got, Lisa, had to do with feeling like we were right at the table with them.
Yeah.
Having a coffee and a conversation.
And we hear that about the podcast regularly. That's the best compliment. That's just, I love the thought of that being in people's kitchens and, having a tea with them and spilling some tea with them.
Yeah, exactly. And also, being on long car rides and all of that. So, and we will be back with episode, well, we'll call it episode 57. This will be 56 to kind of, or what? Is this 55.5?
No, let's make it 56.
All right. And here are the names of our two winners of $100 gift certificates each to spend any way they want at envypillow.com. Randomly chosen. Lisa just scrolled her phone and I put my finger down.
With her head turned the other way.
Yeah, I think I might have called some guy in Indiana, but that's on you, sister.
It was on my phone. It's all good.
Sure.
Okay, so congratulations to Karen Corrigan and Liz McGavin Dinsmore.
Yay! Thank you.
We'll be in touch with both of you and tell you how to access and get your $100 off at Envy Pillow.
Yay. And thank you again from the bottom of our hearts and from the middle of a minivan in Palm Desert, California. We are going to record here again next week, so we'll talk to you then.
Bye-bye.